Lakeland Police Department in Florida. A lot of abuses occur. A lot of abuses are occurring here at this police department. Yes, this police department is not immune from the law. This police department has found to be guilty of committing mass atrocities on the citizens of this city and this county and beyond. This police department's been involved in sexual morality from within, and they've since replaced their chief in command. Well, we don't see anything getting any better. So we got to get out here and inform the public, make them good citizenry, let them acquire the knowledge they need to protect themselves. Because quite certainly that knowledge will be disguised, will be hidden. And that's what we're dealing with out here. We're dealing with mass corruption. We're dealing with public servants that have taken an oath to serve and protect the public, but nevertheless, what incentive do they have to do that? None. So they take orders down the chain of command through the Chamber of Commerce. Yes, through the Chamber of Commerce. And it's done through big businesses. And that's how they conduct their business. They have no allegiance to us. They have no incentive to keep crime off the streets, because then they wouldn't have a job. So instead, they divulge themselves into this capital controls and allow them to be servants to that which they know not. Because as you remember, the children of Israel were servants to that which they knew not. So they began to worship the golden calf, and they began to worship those stones and those pieces of wood that they had engraved. And yes, they put other gods before Jehovah, the one creator. And yes, they began to sacrifice their own children to those gods. And this is what we have evolved into. Satan is subtle. He works like a serpent. You don't see him coming, but he's there in the grass, and he sneaks up on you. And that's what we have right here with this rule of law implemented by Julius Caesar and Augustus and Tiberius. These were the emperors of Rome. When the Christ had walked the earth, and the Christ walked the earth and he had a message. He said, render unto the Lord what is of the Lord's, and render unto Caesar what is of Caesar's. In other words, the Christ gave his followers the commandment that they didn't have to be forced into this lawlessness, that they didn't have to be subject to the workers of iniquity, that they could rule under their law given to them from their Lord, presented by the Holy Spirit. But yet man has come. Man has come to deceive us and make us believe that it was a myth, that it didn't exist. But I tell you, its relevancy has bestowed itself upon us and shined its beacon. For us to ignore that truth, we would have to be dumb, deaf, and blind, as those stones and those rocks that we worshipped many thousands of years ago. Now what we have now is an inherently corrupt system. And it's inherently corrupt because it was given to us by the corrupter himself, Mr. Caesar.